So this is the oboe. It's a woodwind instrument, similar in length and sort of look to a clarinet, I guess. They're both made out of African blackwood, grenadilla wood, but with a few definite differences to the clarinet. The oboe is conical rather than cylindrical, which means the way the sound is generated is quite different. And the other major thing that affects the sound is that the oboe has a double reed, which is this thing here, whereas the clarinet only has a single reed. And the double reed consists of two pieces of cane that have been bound on to this staple, which is a metal tube with some cork on the end. And then you blow into the reed, and the two pieces of cane vibrate against each other, and those vibrations then travel down the instrument, and you get the final noise of the oboe. So the reed by itself sounds terrible, very much like Sweep from the Sooty and Sweep show. But then when you stick it in the oboe, you get the sound that we all know and love. So some of the composers that write the nicest for oboe in the orchestral repertoire include Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky always writes lovely oboe solos in his ballets and his symphonies. One of my favourite composers, Ravel, writes gorgeous oboe parts. Ravel was a master orchestrator, so he knew exactly how to get the best from every instrument and how to get such a different variety of colours and sounds from every instrument. So I first started when I was very young on the violin, but I was not a very good violin player. I didn't make very much progress. And so then when I got to secondary school, I very shrewdly, at the age of 11, realised that the way to get very far was to pick an instrument that no one else played, and then you'd always be in demand. So I picked the oboe. But then actually, quite surprisingly, I turned out to have much more of a talent for the oboe than I did for the violin, and that very soon overtook the violin and became my first instrument. And then the rest is history. I started learning with a very inspirational teacher when I was about 14, and she made me realise that if I wanted to and if I put the work in, I could make oboe playing my career, which it now is. So she was right.